I've met many people in the course of my work, and everyone is at different stages of their lives, each of them having their own aspirations, their own expectations, the different opportunities and challenges facing all of them. Every one of them has their own story to tell. Our shared vision must be expansive enough to reflect these differing aspirations. And our society must be inclusive enough so that everyone has a stake in our future. In this inclusive society we call Singapore, all Singaporeans must have access to quality jobs. Whether you're looking for something that's fast-paced, we are looking for something that's a bit slower paced, you're looking for something meaningful, you're looking for something that's financially more rewarding, that range of opportunities must be created. Therefore, we do need to nurture a vibrant economy to anchor these quality jobs here in Singapore. We will equip our people with the necessary skills for these jobs and to help them continuously upgrade themselves to remain relevant throughout their lives. We should have safe and progressive workplaces, and when some falter, as invariably some will do, we must be there to support our fellow Singaporeans, helping them to get back on their feet so that they can in turn look after their loved ones. This will be a society where everyone can maximize his or her potential and to realize their aspirations, where every Singaporean can take pride in being really good at what they do and are recognized for their skills regardless of their academic qualifications, regardless of the schools they come from, regardless of the uniforms that they wear, regardless of the sectors that they work in. Underpinning this, there must be an open and level playing field for everyone so that they have a fair chance to progress based on their skills, based on their effort, and on their own merits. At the end of a fulfilling career, we want each and every Singaporean to have a peace of mind in retirement. A secure retirement that is made possible primarily by our own savings, but a system that does not also impose a burden on future generations. For this to happen, we need a system of savings that is anchored on personal responsibility, but with employers and the government pitching in and playing a critical role to augment it. A system that is flexible enough to cater to differing Singaporean needs, but at the same time remembering very clearly that we cannot compromise its core objective of helping Singaporeans to set aside sufficient funds for their retirement years. Now, visions are important, but in this society where it's based on the democracy of deeds, we must be able to translate these ideas into realities for all Singaporeans. Words are cheap, but I think actions speak a lot louder. But as we all know, there are no straightforward answers, because there's so many different perspectives to consider and difficult trade-offs to be made. But the effort must be put in to see how inclusive we can be. We need to balance the needs of the individual with that of society. We need to meet the needs of today, but at the same time, to make sure that we look after the needs of our children's generation and the generations beyond that. We are actually making steady progress towards our goals. We're not doing too badly. In 2014, the economy grew 2.9%, creating 129,000 new jobs. These are the opportunities for our people. Citizen unemployment rate remains low at 2.9%. And as I've always mentioned, low unemployment does not mean zero unemployment, but unemployment numbers are low. And it is one of the lowest in the world. In 2014, real median income, meaning that you compensate for inflation, real median income grew by 1.4%. If we look at a slightly longer 5-year time horizon, and we take out the year-on-year volatilities, essentially between 2009 and 2014, real incomes have grown by 2.1% per annum at the median, and 1.5% per annum at the P20 level, or the 20th percentile. We have managed to achieve positive real income growth and avoid the wage stagnation that many developed countries are facing. I am always reminded of this every year when I meet my G20 counterparts. I do not relish the challenges that they're grappling with. High youth unemployment, high unemployment, slow economic growth, and wage stagnation. And in some countries, the wages have been stagnating for many years. And in some instances, wages have declined. So it's important to look at what's happening in the rest of the world, because the same pressures that are brought to bear in those societies are happening to us as well. But we are managing. And if anything, we're managing quite well. We are in a relatively strong position. But as we continue to build on what we have achieved, we must also ensure that Singaporeans who encounter difficulties are not left behind.